got so much for you. You're gonna wonder where I have the strength, the positivity, and the zeal to even continue. Because we're not giving up. Hey, God didn't give up on me. Why should I give up on myself?
To my YouTube channel. I am Dina Ray, aka the British Bionic Babe, and what you're gonna see on my channel is basically my new normal. Yes, I was in a fatal car accident, and I am Jamaican, but I work up with a British accent. So hey, come on this journey with me. Like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been just a journey so far, right? Yeah. So today I have a little bit of competition, right? You guys can hear the music in the background. So because the time is so hot in Jamaica, I literally have to be outside doing my videos. And where I live, across the free, these people decide to have their own house party. I literally can't ask them to turn the music down because, hey, the distance is pretty far from where I'm sitting, so it's kind of a bit unfair. And since everybody is locked in quarantine, yes, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Since everybody is quarantined, they're just trying to find their own way to cope, so I'm not going to rain on anybody's parade. So yes, I have been trying to catch you guys up in regards to my injuries, how we're progressing, so you guys can get to the really good stuff of what's happening now. And I can tell you, you're gonna laugh your asses off when we reach there. But I have to take a minute to really shed some light on what's currently happening to us as a human race. This coronavirus, it came in like a thief in the night, and it's literally just sitting here. So wherever you're watching from, I hope that you guys are safe. I hope that if anybody or any of your loved ones, your family members have contracted the virus, I pray and hope that they will recover soon. And I hope that for any unfortunate situation where you have lost a family member, or you have lost a loved one, or a friend that lost somebody, my condolences goes out to all of you. And I just want you all to be safe. At the end of the day, together we're going to all get through this. Just follow the preventative methods that are within your country, your community. Wash your hands, wear your mask, practice the social distancing, and most importantly, just stay home. Jamaicans would say, what's the word I'm looking for? Tan at your yard. Yeah, I still don't do this patrol thing. So guys, just stay home so we can flatten the curve. So let's get into the juicy stuff, right? So my last video, you would have seen part 2 of the road to mobility. And as I said, the entire YouTube channel is basically my journey of my accident, how I'm living this new normal. But there's a few bumps in the road that we have to go over in order to get to the the now part. Yeah, so let's get into it, right? This is part 3 of 4 of my road to mobility. Let's get into it. I mentioned earlier, I'm outside. I have to take in the breeze because one, I'm asthmatic. Really one, I'm asthmatic. 2, it's increasingly hot in this concrete jungle, so I have to be outside. And so I have some competition today between the cars and the vehicles and the trucks, and you hear the police siren, right? Yeah, I have that to compete against. I have the music in the background, and of course I have Mother Nature with the good old breeze. I ain't complaining about that. So we're gonna try to see how quickly we can get through this, and I'm hoping you guys can hear me perfectly fine. So yes, in the last video, if you have not watched it, as usual, link in the bio. Yeah, so we have reached the second part of my physiotherapy, and that meant I was a little bit more mobile. I could get up on my own, I could sit up, I learned to stand up. My hand, which was totally shattered, yeah, the right hand, could not do this when I came out of the hospital on July 30. Yeah, so I was at a stage where I could now move a little bit better, and I was further into learning how to walk. But September saw me doing, a whole lot of stuff. I was really pushing myself because at the end of the day, I'm a go-getter. I'm always moving fast paced. I don't know the meaning of slowing down. I mean, I know the meaning, but physically, I don't know the meaning of slowing down. I'm always working. I'm always diligent. I'm always persistent. So this accident really has slowed my entire life down in every way, shape, and form. But when I actually went on my road to mobility, I was determined to walk as soon as possible, despite any healing, despite any pain, despite however hard Kevin would actually push me. And he did push hard. Well, he pushed medically hard. Basically, he pushed as hard as he should, because he is not just concerned about the money and, oh, I'm just another patient. He takes his work very seriously. And my brother giving me this physiotherapist was one of the best things ever, because he cares about you when you go to the doctor. He wants to see the results too. No matter what time of day I call him, no matter what time of night I call him, he is always available to me. He knows how hard it is, so he will send me jokes. He is just an all-rounder. Thank you, Kevin, so much. So I, progressed nicely. As you see from the video, I moved from my wheelchair into my walker. And, growing up as a Jamaican child, when you're using a walker, you're literally old and gray, because young people don't use walkers. Well, I've never seen anybody use walkers. And I know there are people out there that's using walkers that are young, or young at heart, or a young adult, because of whatever complications, but I've never seen it. So I didn't really feel too comfortable using the walker. And so, guess what? Yeah, your girl officially made her first steps on October 1st, 2019. Yes! All, when I was leaving the hospital, the doctor said, okay, you need 3 months of healing, and then you should be able to walk by December 2019. That ain't gonna happen. Then when I got to Kevin and I spoke to Kevin about what happened to me and how I feel, and he asked me, but when do you want to walk? I said September. He said, okay, we're gonna probably try for November. A girl who walked October. Yes. I actually took my first steps, and by walking I meant I took my first physical steps that looked like walking on the 1st of October 2019, and immediately I threw out the walker and got my cane. Yes. So this was one of the happiest moments of my life since my accident, because in my head every day I really struggled with, when am I going to be able to walk, when am I going to be able to move. I mean, I am not seen as a burden, but I within myself feel like I'm a burden to everybody that's around me, because I moved from totally independent to totally dependent, and I meant everything I was depending on somebody to do, to feed me, to bathe me, to give me my medication, to bring me to the doctor, to bring me up staircases. Trust me, I had people bringing me up staircases in my wheelchair. Yeah, I had to, like, and a girl ain't slim. I'm a thick beauty, so I'm heavy in all places. So imagine I'm thick, plus my entire bottom half is metal, plus a wheelchair. I wonder if you can think, how many persons does it take to carry the British Bionic babe up a staircase? Tell me in the comments below. I may just have a little prize for you. Yeah, so It was one of the happiest days of my life. And of course, you know, the first thing a girl did when she was able to walk with a cane. Oh yes, 3 days later, I went to my very favorite restaurant in Montego Bay. Well, it's one of my favorites because, you know, I have a few. So I went to Hard Rock on the 4th of October, and trust me, it was awesome, because for the very first time I was able to be around people that were not trying to fix me, not trying to comfort me, not crying, I'm not sick. I was around regular people. Even though I don't know them, it was good to be in a different atmosphere, because I went from being totally, you know, flamboyant and being able to go where I want to go into a hospital bed, into lying on my back for 2.5 months, for not being able to move, for not being able to, you know, look at my feet and say, hey guys, one day you're gonna walk. I did that. Yeah, I did that. Your girl did that. I walked in a shorter period of time than anybody would have expected. Now, I wasn't thinking about any complications of learning to walk so quick, because all was in my head is a girl can walk again. So I wasn't really too, you know, thinking about that. I was just thinking about the fact that, hey, I could walk. And I was a little bit closer into getting back to my normal self, and normal meaning a normal person that's able to walk without the aid of anything. And so that made me feel even better about myself. And it was a phenomenal day, actually. Yes, even the day when I dressed up and trust me, I went all out. Brows done, hair done, cute as a button. I really got a hit with reality when I went to the restaurant, because I'm like, Dina Ray, you're here. You're able to be here. Something that you've struggled with so much and for so long. Even though I'm gonna make a whole video about the mentality of the accident and how it affected my mental space, just to give you guys a little bit of taste, it's a very hard road. I mean, the recovery and the healing, it's not just physical, it's mental. And you can't be somebody that's gonna say, okay, let me work on the physical first and then work on the mental. No, because as you progress physically, so you progress or degress mentally. And depression sets in very quickly, more easily than the normal person that, you know, are facing difficulties in life. And whew, that good breeze. Yeah, wait, yeah, those persons that are facing difficulties in life and are like diagnosed as clinically depressed, or, you know, just the regular everyday stresses of life that pushes you in a place where you don't recognize yourself. Not being able to walk pushed me in a mental space where I felt like I was nothing. I felt like I would never be me again. A lot of people would say I worried about the wrong things, and I worried about how people would see me now. I worry about, am I still gonna be a not boring person? Am I still gonna be an extrovert? What am I supposed to take from this accident? What am I supposed to know from this accident? What am I supposed to slow down? So I had a whole heap of questions, and the only person that could answer those questions were me at the end of the day. But I'm telling you, depression knocked at my door all day, every day, especially the fact that every time I moved, I was in pain. I mean, that still happens now. However, it's a little bit more manageable, because, I mean, if you've been feeling pain every day for a couple of months, eventually you get used to it, right? You can't get used to this pain, but it's manageable. So it was very much a challenge for me mentally as it was physically, because I didn't know where I was heading. I didn't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Up to this day, I'm still wondering what my purpose is for still being here. But that for some reason, even if I can help one person to feel a little bit better about their situation, because as I always say, yes, I am that person that you can use to say somebody has it worse than you in life. And there's somebody that has it worse than me, because there's somebody 6 feet under that would wish that they would be alive. There's somebody battling for life, and there's somebody in a worse position than me. That's a goat. Sorry. Yeah, so it was really good that I could go out and I could get that experience again, because in my back of my head I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with myself? How am I gonna really move around? I don't have a vehicle anymore. I'm not gonna be able to drive until I can literally be able to walk properly. Even if I can walk with a cane and walk properly, I still have a lot of work to do, because then even though I'm walking, or I learned to walk in October and I'm walking with a cane, the nerves in my legs and my hip still have to get some getting used to learning to walk again, and that's more pain on top of pain. So even though, this milestone is a victory, yes, it is also, you know, pretty rough. And I still feel like a burden, because hey, everybody's walking normal and I'm walking with a cane. So, you have to slow down, you have to wait on me. I mean, I struggle with that too, because then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still a burden. Even though I can move and I can walk with a cane, people have to be walking slower. And so I try to speed up, but then eventually I'm like, hey, I'm gonna eventually reach anyways, just in my own time. And if they love me enough, they will wait, or they will go ahead and start whatever we're doing together without me until I reach there. So learning to walk again was great. And I mean, even though this is part 3, part 4, you're gonna love it. So the good thing about being a little bit, well, not a little bit, about 50% mobile, is that I could now actually do one of the most loved hobbies that I could ever get to do, which is swimming. And from about 2 videos ago, I think so, yeah, I did tell you that I learned to swim when I was 4 years old, and I used to compete, locally at the stadium in Kingston. This damn goat is just distracted. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So I actually got to be in a better form when I'm swimming. And guys, I'm done with the talking. Take a look at part 3 or 4 of my physiotherapy. You're gonna love it. Yes.
Come on, Red, go to Katrina and come back. Go buy more Burger King.
Hope with every clip you were as excited as I was to move to the next level, move to the next level, move to the next level. Yeah, so the road to mobility, right? Trust me, you're gonna be amazed at what I can do now. But you're even gonna be more amazed because I have some, what's the word I'm looking for? A little more roadblocks into this walking thing. I mean, there's a reason we do not know what we had to go through when we were babies to learn to walk. Because I'm telling you, I'm not supposed to fall, so I haven't fallen yet. But learning to walk again is nothing I would wish on anybody. And I have a deeper love for people that have to walk with a cane all their life. People that has to walk with, you know, those stick things that you push your hand in. I can't remember the name right now. Remember, guys, brain damage. Not too smart all the time. I think. Anyways, I think I give a new meaning to dumb blonde sometimes. But yeah, I have a new appreciation for people that all their life wish they could walk normal, or have to be walking with an aid, or constantly sitting in a chair, because right now, because of what's happening to me, I am banned from walking, and so I have to be moving around in my wheelchair. And it's good to be able to sit up, but trust me, if my bum could talk, it would say, Dina Ray, can you lie down sometimes? Because even being in the chair, yes, the chair is comfortable, but I'm tired of sitting up sometimes. So if I'm tired, can you imagine how my bum feels if I'm sitting on it for like 8, 10, 12 hours straight? Because, you know, I do a lot of stuff at home that requires me to stop sometimes. But I have a new appreciation for people that have to learn to walk again, people that walk funny, people that have been in an accident and have to, you know, some people that can't walk any at all. I can understand their fears, and I can understand what it means to have a reward with learning that, hey, my foot is moving again in the direction of learning to walk. So, our road to mobility wasn't bad, huh? Yeah, we're coming to the end of the part 4, but it does not stop there. Trust me. This is just a journey within a journey, just to let you know what I really had to go through to reach to the point that I'm at now, where I have an option to walk with my cane or to go in my chair. I mean, now, yes, I'm banned from walking, but now I have a choice compared to when I had to lie on my back and I had no choice, or when I had to be carried and I had no choice. So I want to thank you guys for sticking it out with me. We're really trying to get a lot more people on board. So don't remember to like, comment, and share my YouTube videos, because I can tell you, there's no boredom in this journey at all. And for those out there who knows the kind of parents that I have, you are not going to want to miss when I start featuring them in my YouTube videos. And that's coming up pretty soon. You will not believe it. So guys, thank you so much for continuing to be here on the journey with me. You know I got mad love for you. And another thing, I have a surprise for you guys. I will be doing speech therapy, so I may or may not be able to speak Jamaican again. Let's see. I mean, I think I'm getting used to the British. It's just that a lot of people always keep asking me to repeat myself over and over, and if you know me pretty well, I hate to repeat, but hey. One of my personalities are really nice, so she likes to repeat. So guys, remember, it's been an awesome time always, and I'm so glad that you're still here with me. I'm so glad that you still support me. And the British Bionic Babe got so much for you. You're gonna wonder where I have the strength, the positivity, and the zeal to even continue, because we're not giving up. Hey, God didn't give up on me. Why should I give up on myself? Love you all.